Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's time to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for tonight's program. Chris Schaubel is the co-anchor of KTLA 5's morning news program from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. on weekdays. Since moving to Los Angeles, Chris has earned 4 Emmy Awards and 6 Golden Mike Awards. A marathoner and triathlete, he has competed in 3 Ironman competitions, including the World Championship in Hawaii. A member of the National Association of Black Journalists and Kappa Alpha Psi, Chris currently resides in Los Angeles with his wife and 2 sets of twin girls. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure to welcome you to our stage, our host for this evening, Chris Schaubel.
That was some bad dancing. You gave me love for bad dancing. I appreciate that. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Pasadena. That is some good energy. I'm not going to do one of those fakes. That's not good enough. That was good enough. I went to Dodger Stadium tonight. I was by myself. It was very lonely. Then I realized, obviously, it's an away game. All right, if you don't want to know the score, earmuffs it right now, all right? If you're taping it, here we go. Here we go, all right? So I've warned you. 3-2 Boston right now. 3-2 Boston. 4th inning, I believe. So you can rush to your phones if you need more information. All right. Let me do a Mr. Rogers real quick. All right. Put on my suit jacket, and we're good. By the way, check these out. Our new KTLA 5 Rose Parade pins. Those will be commemorative. You'll dig those. We give them out. I'll be covering the Rose Parade. We personally hand them out the day of. That's pretty cool. So look for us. We'll give them to you. Bring kids. Bring everyone by the floats right there, and we'll give them to you. All right. We are indeed all very excited to be here tonight to officially present the 2019 Royal Court and to see just who has been selected as the 101st Rose Queen. Pasadena will always hold a special place in my heart. I heard you all gasp when you heard I have 2 sets of twin girls. They were all born right here in Pasadena at Huntington Memorial Hospital. Time truly flies. I have seniors now, and I have freshmen. And the seniors, who knows where they're going to go to school? We're trying to figure that all out right now. I know some of you can relate. All right, some of our fondest memories have been in Pasadena, so I am proud to continue that here tonight to be your MC. It's truly an honor. Me and my family, whether it's covering the Rose Parade the day of, whether it's having them to come see the floats, them falling asleep in the car on the way home, all of that are fond memories that I'll personally never forget. Pasadena has been good to us. Give Pasadena a round of applause. All right, it is now my pleasure to introduce the president of the 2019 Tournament of Roses. Please welcome my dear fraternity brother, Gerald Freeney.
What's up, Fred? Thank you, Chris, and welcome everyone. Among the many gratifying aspects of having this job, perhaps the one that stands out the greatest is the honor of choosing the theme for the enormous and wonderful parade we have every year on January 1st here in Pasadena. And as I have traveled and made several appearances over the past year, in addition to my lovely wife, Trina, I bring the theme with me, proudly, because I am so moved by how it applies to everyone we meet, the melody of life. Thank you. There isn't a soul on earth who isn't touched by music. And I saw this quote recently that stayed with me. Music crosses all bridges and borders and cultures to connect us all. And the power of music and its ability to heal and unite is really cared for by our youth. It is our children who take our traditions and keep them alive. no matter where they are in the world, and that spirit is reflected here tonight in these 7 young ladies who make up the 2019 Royal Court. Like music, they represent all sorts of culture. Like music, they have created their own harmony. And like music, they too have the power to spread joy and happiness. And as ambassadors for the Tournament of Roses, having spent a few weeks with them so far, they are positive and an inspiring group. I know you will all get to meet these young ladies one by one in just a few minutes. And you'll understand when I say we are very lucky to have them represent our Tournament of Roses as our Royal Court for 2019. My thanks to the staff and volunteers who make up our association. Could not have done it without them. My thanks to the Queen and Court Committee for assembling a Royal Court we are all so proud on. And on behalf of my wife, Trina, and myself, I hope you enjoy the show. Back to you, Chris.
Gerald and I are members of Kappa Alpha Psi. It's an achievement-oriented fraternity. We weren't there at the same time, mind you. I was there before he was. Wink. All right, here we go. I wanted to point out that this is our 3rd consecutive year holding tonight's festivities on the stages of the historic Pasadena Playhouse. To say a few words, and someone who sweats far less than me, please allow me to introduce you to the producing artistic director of the Pasadena Playhouse, the Mr. Danny Feldman. Try that one.
Much better. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Now I have a reason to say thank you also for that. Thank you. On behalf of all of us here at the Pasadena Playhouse, the State Theater of California, your playhouse, we want to welcome you all to this very, very special night. Consistent with the Playhouse's commitment to the community enrichment, we are proud to be partners with the Tournament of Roses and to be the host again for the Rose Queen Coronation and the official presentation of the Royal Court for the 3rd consecutive year. Welcome. It is very fitting that this year's theme is the melody of life. There have been hundreds of musical productions right here on this very stage, and soon, very soon, after the Rose Parade, we will be presenting our own Pasadena Playhouse production of the historic, classic, great American musical, Ragtime. Ragtime is a story much like Pasadena and the tournament of different communities coming together in celebration of a cause greater than themselves. I think we all agree the world needs more of that now. And so thank you very much for being here, for being a part of this, and I hope you enjoy the evening. Thank you.
As President Freeney so wonderfully selected, the theme this year is the melody of life. And sometimes a melody needs an extra bit of something to finish the song. For the last couple of weeks, our Royal Court has also received an extra bit of help and support from our very benevolent and loyal sponsors. Let's take a moment to give them some love and gratitude. Without them, none of this would be possible. The incredible florals on stage and the beautiful bouquets of roses that are going to end up in the arms of our Royal Court tonight are provided by our very good friends at Jacob Mars. Give them a round of applause. Pasadena legends for more than a half-century. All right, also, we want to make sure that we thank Legendary because of their traditions established by Macy's for over 150 years. For their support, we want to thank Macy's because, once again, Macy's provided the Royal Court with a fashionable and stunning wardrobe they're going to get to see tonight. I think you're going to love that. Let's hear it for Macy's. And for those of you who believe that you cannot have a queen without a crown or a princess without a tiara, well, we've got you covered there. And by we, of course, I mean the folks at Mickey Moto. All right? Let's give them a round of applause. And we'll be seeing the John Cotter a little bit later tonight from Mickey Moto. So we want to make sure that we thank John as well. All right, who's got time for a spa day? The Royal Court made time for a spa day. They deserve it. They're going to be doing a lot of work over the next couple of months. Our 7 Royal Court members got the royal treatment earlier today, thanks to the team right there at Spa Santé. Give them a round of applause. All right, Tadashi Soji has been designing our gowns for 10 years now, and once again, they have outdone themselves. As you'll see in just a matter of moments, we want to say thank you to the one-of-a-kind Tadashi Soji. And then once again, the generous team at Passion Growers have graciously provided single red roses for all of you tonight, so you can collect your single red rose. When you exit, it's going to be on the Playhouse patio right after the show. So thank you for Passion Roses. We want to make sure that we thank them. And finally, we couldn't be here tonight without the incredible kindness and gracious generosity of our presenting sponsor, Citizens Business Bank. Give it up for Citizens Business Bank. And on behalf of the Tournament of Roses, we would like to thank and welcome Executive Vice President of Sales Division Manager, Mr. David Brager. David, where are you? The big guy right there. We want to make sure that we all thank you properly for everything that you do to make this happen. In all seriousness, without you and your company's support, we would not be able to do this. So thank you so much. Our extended gratitude to Citizens Business Bank for being the presenting and supporting sponsor of tonight's event. Again, round of applause. All right, and then one big round of applause for everyone who gave tonight, of all those sponsors that you just heard right there. These lights are a little hot. I'm gonna go like this. All right? I talk in front of a lot of people every day, but for some reason I'm sweating like a pig right now. Here we go. It's time. I know you wanted to know that, right? It's time now to meet 7 wonderful, brilliant, and accomplished young ladies. Now, I had a chance to meet them earlier and try to learn their names pat. So if I make a mistake, know that it is one of the head and not the heart. All right? I have a last name like Schabel. Nobody gets that right. All right, here we go. I was so impressed by their poise, their maturity, and of course the fact that they're still teenagers, having fun, and they're really excited about what the future holds for them. Well, I know they're pretty excited because I can see them right there. They're lining up. The question to you, the audience, are you ready to meet them? Okay, let's start things off with our very first Royal Court member.
Helen Susan Rossi is a senior at Flint Ridge Preparatory School and lives in La Cañada, Flint Ridge. At school, Helen is a senior leader and a teaching assistant for 9th and 11th grade English students. She's a member of the California Scholarship Federation and was the recipient of the Flint Ridge Prep Academic Achievement Award for her junior year. She's very involved in community, and her activities include acting as a representative on the City of La Cañada Youth Council during her sophomore and junior years. She has been a Girl Scout since kindergarten and was awarded her Girl Scout Gold Award this year for writing and illustrating a children's storybook, which she distributed to pediatric hospitals and summer camps. Helen plans to study business when she attends college next year. Her mom is Susan Rossi. I'm her dad, Phil, and you're about to meet our dear daughter who makes us so proud. Rose Princess Helen Rossi.
All right, I'm excited. Are you excited? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Princess Helen Rossi. I'll give you that handsome dude's name in just a little bit. All right, here we go. Now in rehearsal, I did questions that were easy. Do you remember the questions?
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite color?
None of that now. Easy questions off the table. Here we go. You ready? This is for the bonus round. Here we go. I heard that you are not only a Girl Scout, but also received a Girl Scout Gold Award for writing and illustrating a storybook for children with arthritis. Can you tell me about that, please?
So at a young age, I was diagnosed with juvenile arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease that leaves the joints in my body painful, red, and swollen. And I have learned over the years that the best way to cope with your disease is to help others like you. So for my Girl Scout Gold Award project, and they're here today, the Girl Scouts, I worked with the Arthritis Foundation to create a cute little storybook with illustrations and rhymes to help kids understand their disease a little bit better. And I worked with the French department at my school to translate it into French and distributed it worldwide to hospitals, schools, and libraries.
That's it, huh? Okay, I'm teasing. That's incredible, seriously. All right, you were also a summer counselor. If I brought a recorder out, and I'm told you can do a killer version of Yankee Doodle on a recorder, you think you could play it?
I don't know if I could, but I know the kids could. I remember the first day I walked in, and they take the recorders, and they just make any noise they possibly can with it. It's a cacophony of sounds. But by the end, we did do a semi-respectable version of Yankee Doodle. We did do it, and I think that really is an emblem of the melody of life, is music bringing people together.
Well, that was my third question. You answered it. Yeah, what does the melody of life mean to you?
So many things. I mean, the fact that I get to teach music, I think, is a really important part of that. But also, I think music has the power to affect our moods, our attitudes about things, and just brings us together as people.
I love it. Absolutely love it. You have family here. Tell us about your family.
I do. My father, Phil Rossi, my mother, Susan Rossi, and my grandmother, Lynn Rossi.
All right, stand up so we know who you are. Thank you so much, Princess Helen Rossi. Here is our next Royal Court member.
Ashley Simone Hackett is a senior at John Muir High School and lives in Pasadena. Ashley is a member of the Black Student Union. She also volunteers for the Pasadena Panthers Youth Cheer and Dance and is a trainer with the Los Angeles County Tiny Tots. She is a youth leader for the Metropolitan Baptist Church Grow program. Ashley enjoys spending time with her family and friends, and whether it's track, basketball, or football, for her, it's all about the USC Trojans. She enjoys being around children, praise dancing, and hiking. She is planning to attend college next year and hopes to study human biology. Her mother is Ramona Hackett, and she has two siblings, Jordan and Kennedy. I'm her dad, Alvin, and I'm so proud to present you my daughter, Rose Princess Ashley Hackett.
Ladies and gentlemen, Princess Ashley Hackett. How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm not as well as you are, I can tell you that. Tell me about the Pasadena Youth Cheer and Dance Program.
Okay, well, the Pasadena Youth Cheer and Dance Program is a nonprofit organization that not only embodies athletic achievement as well as scholastic achievement. And my role with this organization is to teach the fundamentals of physical fitness as well as teaching the kids how to get along with each other, as well as building bonds with each other that will last a lifetime.
Word on the street is that you are a die-hard USC fan. How'd you get to be such a Trojans fan?
How did you know? Actually, this is a funny story. I became a Trojan fan strictly because my brother was a Bruin fan, just to get on his nerves. It actually stuck with me pretty well, and as I learned about the university and their rich culture, I just fell in love with it even more, and now it's my dream school.
I suspect you have a good chance of getting in.
Hope so.
All right. I want to know, tell us more about your praise dancing.
Okay, well, praise dance is a form of worship that I do in my church in order to express my compassion and my gratitude towards the Lord. And actually, in biblical times, dancing was encouraged during celebrations and worship in order for people to give their honor to God and give their thanks.
It's a great answer. It's a great answer. All right, tell us about your marvelous family who is somewhere over here.
I think they're right around here. And I have my wonderful mother, Ramona Hackett, and my father, Alvin Hackett, and my siblings, Jordan and Kennedy Hackett. And I also have my grandparents are also here, as well as various family members and friends out in the audience.
Well, I know they're all proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Princess Ashley Hackett. And now let's meet our next Royal Court member.
Rucha Kadam is a senior at La Cañada High School and lives in La Cañada, Flint Ridge. She is the current president of Assistine at the Assistance League of Flint Ridge. Rucha also co-directed the first high school hackathon in Southern California, a free 16-hour coding competition aimed at underprivileged minorities and women. She serves as treasurer of ASB at her high school, a technology intern at La Cañada Unified School District, member of the JPL Space Academy, and plays varsity soccer. In her spare time, she enjoys listening to music, running and hiking with her dad, dancing with her mom, watching movies with her brother, and cuddling with her dog. She plans to study computer science and biomedical science. She is the daughter of Vaishali Bhosle and has one brother, Ahan. I'm Shailesh Kadam, and I am the lucky guy who she calls Dad. Please welcome my wonderful daughter, Rose Princess Rucha Kadam.
Ladies and gentlemen, Princess Rucha Kadam. Hello. You look amazing.
Thank you. You do too.
Well, I was fishing, so I'm glad you noticed. The first question isn't on here, but I am a soccer dad, so I'm going to ask for all the other soccer dads. I'm going to guess. You play either center mid, center fullback, or goalkeeper.
Center mid.
It's a gift. It's a gift. All right. Hackademia 2018. I love the name, Hack. All right. Tell us more about Hackademia. I had to say it twice because I had to make sure that I emphasize Hackademia. All right.
Of course. Hackademia is Southern California's first ever high school hackathon. A hackathon is a coding competition that's similar to a science fair, except you build your project there with the help of mentors and sponsors. So I actually created this event with the help of two of my peers from my high school with the goal of empowering women and minorities and allowing them to learn how to code in a welcoming environment.
Do you think it'll go on beyond your stay at high school?
Definitely. I'm planning to keep it running for many, many years.
That's excellent. All right. Question number 2. You have such a variety of interests, as I pointed out, soccer being among them, your other stuff. I don't think I've ever met someone who belongs to the Jet Propulsion Lab Space Academy. So what is that about?
So the Space Academy is a program created by JPL and my high school that allows high schoolers to learn and apply physics and engineering to building a rocket and a launcher. So I was lucky enough to compete last year, and I'm a mentor this year for other teams. It's definitely one of the most enriching and rewarding experiences I have ever had.
It sounds like it. Sounds inspirational. All right, question number 3. I also heard that you're a big board game fan and very competitive. What is your favorite board game?
I'm definitely a very competitive board game player. Yes. My favorite games include Clue, Monopoly, and Settlers of Catan.
Wow, impressive. All right. Please point out your family so that we may acknowledge them.
I'm here with my wonderful parents, Vaishali Bhosle and Shailesh Kadam, which they're right over there. And as well as my little brother, Ahan Kadam.
Did you see that picture we showed?
Yes.
With it. You've outgrown those eyes, man. They fit your head nicely now. All right. I tease. All right, here we go. Thank you, Princess Rucha. Thank you so much. All right, now it's time for our 4th Royal Court member.
Louise Desser Siskel is a senior at Sequoia High School and lives in San Marino. She is a member of the debate team, the Judicial Committee at Sequoia High School, and the YMCA Youth and Government Program. She is also researching breast cancer under Dr. Sheila Pervin at Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science. Louise enjoys reading, playing board games with her family, where she's the one who always explains the rules, traveling, and laughing with friends. In college, she plans to study cellular and molecular biology. She is the daughter of Abigail Desser. She has one proud younger brother, Simon, and we are all so proud of her and would like to introduce our amazing Rose Princess, Louise Siskel.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, Princess Louise Siskel. Hi, Louise.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you? Thank you for having me here today.
Well, I think they're all fortunate to have you. Here we go. First question. You ready?
Of course.
All right. Your musical interests go from classical to Cole Porter to ABBA or ABBA. You know, our very own Sam Rubin at Channel 5, no lie, took a class in college on ABBA and went over to Europe to take the class. He got credit for that. He went to Occidental. That's why he got credit for that. You tell him I said it. Occidental, I tease. You're a great school. Here we go. What is your favorite Cole Porter song?
I think my favorite Cole Porter song is You're the Top. My brother and I actually performed it for my grandfather on his birthday a few years ago. I won't give you a rendition now. It was so off-key, you probably wouldn't know it was the song. But I think another notable mention would be Anything Goes.
Wow, just like that. I love it. All right, now going from Mamma Mia to molecular biology, what is it that you hope to study next year?
Next year in college, I hope to study cellular and molecular biology. I think, for me, science and biology specifically is a way of asking questions and understanding the world around me. And then further in the future, I hope to be a doctor, a surgeon more specifically, because surgeons have an incredible way of alleviating the suffering of their patients.
Mind blown. Very well done. All right, tell us about your research in space biology.
Oh no, my friends are going to get a kick out of this one. I actually kept my research at NASA a secret from them for 6 months until my mother spilled the secret, hopefully incidentally, but I'm not sure. My research focused on the reduced rate of drug metabolism in spaceflight. So basically, mice were sent into space, and when they came back down, we looked at epigenetic changes that had occurred.
Okay, in layman's term, what does that even mean? What happened to the mice?
So drugs like acetaminophen, Tylenol, caffeine are all things that astronauts take. And so what happens is that in space flight, the rate at which they're metabolized, so the rate at which they're broken down, is slowed way down. So we were trying to understand why that is. And we found a few genes that were affected in space flight that we think might be the culprits. And so in the upcoming year, I'll continue my research at NASA trying to understand if that's true.
That's incredible. I understood the second part. The second explanation. They give drugs to mice so that they can make people better down the road.
Pretty much.
Okay, thank you. She's like, yeah, dummy. All right, tell us about your family.
My mother, Abigail Desser, and my father, Charlie Siskel, are here, as well as my brother and some of my wonderful friends.
I love it. They were cheering for you. All right, we want to say thank you so much to Princess Louise Siskel. All right, our next Royal Court member.
Lauren Michelle Bidolin is a senior at Westridge School and lives in South Pasadena. Lauren serves as the founder and head of Everybody Affinity. She is a third-year peer-to-peer counselor and volunteer for both the Reading Rocks program at Hillsides and the Arroyo Vista Elementary School Library. She is also a camp counselor for Glendale YMCA. Lauren spends her time on the hardwoods playing volleyball and basketball for both her school's varsity teams. She is looking forward to attending college, where she would like to study psychology, linguistics, and Latin. My favorite time of the day is in the morning when we wake up and share a cup of coffee and tell each other how we're going to tackle the day. On behalf of her mother, Selena, and her brother, Christian, we can't wait for you to meet our daughter, Rose Princess Lauren Michelle Baidaling.
Ladies and gentlemen, Princess Lauren Baidaling. Hi, Lauren.
Hello.
You're lighting it up with that smile. All right, here we go. You ready? What is the Reading Rocks program that you took part in at Hillsides, or take part in?
So the Reading Rocks program is a program that helps kids learn how to read, break down words, and we do this thing called scooping, and that means taking apart the prefixes, suffixes, and the stem of the word, so they really understand what it is they're comprehending.
And then explain what that means when you do it.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha. All right, love it. I heard your dad mention that you're pretty active in sports. You're quite an athlete, varsity volleyball, basketball. Is there one sport you enjoy more than the other?
It's like saying you like one child more than the other.
I do, actually. I have 4, and I have a favorite. But I make them guess which one so they act right.
So, I mean, if my basketball and volleyball coach weren't watching, I would say basketball.
Gotcha. I hear you, but they're not, so, we're not. All right, here we go. I'm told you might like to study linguistics and Latin next year. Are you familiar enough with Latin to say a sentence or something to the audience in Latin?
Yes. Agnitio vultus rosa gratum, which means, welcome to the Rose Parade.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right, tell us about your family.
I'm here with my lovely parents, Nick and Selena Baidaling, my brother, and my boyfriend.
All right, have them stand up. Oh, there they go. Right there. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Princess Lauren Baidaling. All right, time now to welcome our next Royal Court member.
Sherry Ma is a senior at San Marino High School and lives in Temple City. Sherry is currently in her second year as the editor-in-chief of the San Marino High School Titania Yearbook. She was also the design editor of Titan Shield newspaper for the past 2 years. In addition, she is the current president and founder of the Make-A-Wish Club at her school. Sherry enjoys playing the flute and piano, reading, dancing, spending time with her friends, as well as cooking with her mom. She plans to study media and communication next fall while at college. Sherry is the daughter of Christy Ma, and she has one sister, Sally Yan. And I'm her father, Alex Lu, and the whole family is so excited for you to meet the light of our lives, Rose Princess Sherry Ma.
Ladies and gentlemen, Princess Sherry Ma. Hi, Sherry.
Hi.
Another great smile you have. All right, here we go. Your dad mentioned you are the president and founder of the Make-A-Wish Club. I think we're generally familiar with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Tell us about the club that you founded.
So I founded the Make-A-Wish Club back in my sophomore year, and it's an extension of the foundation. So what we do is we raise money, and at the end of the school year, we donate it all to grant the wishes of kids around the world with life-threatening illnesses.
What's the best one you've been able to do?
Well, earlier last year, we came up with a plan where we actually have 2 elementary schools in our community, and this year we plan to talk to those elementary schools and our middle school and our high school and have it to be an extra credit assignment for English teachers. For every letter to Santa, we can donate to the Macy's, and that is $1 donated to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Love it. Well done. All right. I also heard that you are the design editor of the San Marino Titan Shield newspaper. What does that entail?
Well, I have the honor of designing layout for our Titan Shield newspaper at my high school for 2 years. And every week we would design a page for our newspaper in the community. On top of that, I've always had a love for journalism. I've done yearbook for 5 years, and this is my second year as editor-in-chief.
We'll break you of that. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. All right. What does the theme, the melody of life, mean to you?
Well, I've had a love for music ever since I was little. I still remember touching my first piano back in a Costco when I was 5 years old. I've played the piano, violin, and flute, and through music, I've learned expression and how music doesn't judge you, and it's a way where you can express yourself and just be yourself and not have to worry about anything around you.
You play 3 different instruments? Yes. Show off. What a show off. I know. All right, tell us about your amazing family.
Well, I have my mom and dad, Alex and Christy, along with my sister and my little nephew, who actually flew in from Colorado last night just for today.
Yay, Colorado. I'm from Boulder.
Thank you so much.
We want to say thank you, Princess Sherry Ma.
Thank you.
All right, and now for the final member of our 2019 Royal Court.
Michaela Sue McElrath is a senior at Westridge School and lives in Pasadena. She's an after-school volunteer tutor with STARS and is the vice president of the 12th grade class at Westridge School. She is a third-year peer-to-peer counselor and a teacher assistant in a 4th grade classroom. She is also a youth leader in her church. She enjoys promoting and advocating for education and being involved in community service, including this past summer's humanitarian trip to the Dominican Republic. Michaela is planning to study psychology, education, and English when she attends college next year. She's our youngest and has 4 older siblings, Stuart, Belen, Mariah, and Evan. Her mom is Inez and Gidenos McElrath, and I'm her dad, Matthew. We are so happy to present you, our daughter, Rose Princess, Michaela Sue McElrath.
And ladies and gentlemen, here she is, Princess Michaela McElrath. I think I got your name right. McElrath.
Yes.
Yeah, your dad's a beefy guy. I don't want to make him mad. By beefy, I mean strong. Don't, whatever. Yeah, he's a big guy. All right, here we go. I read in your bio that your dad introduced you to classic rock. What are your favorite classic rock songs or song particularly?
Ooh, that's a hard question. He introduced me to lots of different bands. 2 stick out to me the most, the Beatles and Aerosmith. He loves Aerosmith, specifically Hey Jude by the Beatles. And there's an Aerosmith song where it just talks about the importance of like wanting to see the woman and never wanting to miss out what's going on in her life. And that song specifically.
I think I know which one. It's not Sweet Emotions, but I won't even get into some of the other ones. I know a little bit about Aerosmith. It's not Dude Looks Like a Lady, is it? Okay, I didn't know.
And actually, I think I might be blanking out on the name just because I'm remembering the significance that it has to me. My dad often dedicates it to my mom, which is why.
I don't want to miss a thing.
There you go.
I told you earlier, it's a gift. All right, here we go. On the other end of the spectrum, your mom raised you on Mexican love songs. Tell us about some of those songs.
Ooh, my favorite Mexican artist is Selena Quintanilla, and I love her songs Como la Flor and Dreaming of You.
What about them?
They are absolutely beautiful, especially Dreaming of You. It's dedicated to her husband, which reminds me of my parents, and the love that she has for him, and just the passion that she shares with him. They work together, and she is such a strong, influential woman and serves as an amazing example for me.
That's a great answer. All right, we would love to hear more about your summer humanitarian trip to the Dominican Republic.
Of course, the trip meant the world to me. It was such a life-changing experience to spend time with a group of peers building additions to a school out in the Dominican Republic. I learned a lot more about my culture by getting to practice Spanish, and I was able to realize the importance of service even more and realize how meaningful it can be in my life.
And we talked about them. Show us your parents. Tell us all about them.
Of course. I'm joined here tonight by my wonderful parents, Matthew and Inez McElrath, as well as my sister Belen, my grandma, my cousin, and my aunt.
That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead and stand. That's a beautiful family right there. All right, thank you, Princess Michaela McElrath. Thank you. All right. How about one more round of applause for the 2019 Royal Court? And real quick, we want to make sure that we give a special thank you to the escorts from the Blair High School Army JROTC cadets, Edris Parada, Mayrani Martinez, Paige Espadas, Daisy Zamudio, Magali Flores, Mariana Salcedo, Sebastian Menchaca. We really appreciated having them here. They can hear you. Make sure they hear you. I'm not just saying this. They offered me the opportunity. I declined it because I didn't want to give energy to one young lady more so than the other or do something that might have indicated it. I honestly have no idea which one of these 7 amazing young ladies is going to be the 101st Rose Queen, but I must say, any one of them would be an excellent choice. Wouldn't you agree? But as we all know, there can only be one. And since I don't have the envelope, please allow me to welcome back the president of the 2019 Tournament of Roses, Mr. Gerald Freeney.
Thank you, Chris. And yes, you are right. They are indeed a terrific and impressive group of young women. But I don't have the envelope either. But I know who does. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome the man with the envelope, the chair of the Queen and Court Committee, Mr. Craig Washington. Thank you, sir. Ladies, would you please take a step forward? You ready? With pleasure, from Sequoia High School, the 2019 Rose Queen is Louise Dresser Siskel. We walk off.
All right. Are you excited? Now that we have our Rose Queen, we will soon begin the official coronation of the 2019 Royal Court. All right. The escorts are gone. We're good. All right. Royal Court members are backstage. We're good. Waiting for prompter. Now we're good. All right. Now that we have our 101st Rose Queen, I thought I would take a moment and recognize some of our former queens who might be with us tonight. So, please, can we get the lights up for the audience? Lovely. And will all the former queens please rise so that we may salute you? Notice I said former, not old. They're former queens. There are also many former Royal Court members with us here tonight. Will you please rise? If you are a member of a Royal Court, please rise so we may salute you. Now just a big round of applause for the queens and all the Royal Court members together. All of them. There we go. I'm sure the ladies in the audience will attest to this and agree with me that once you've been a member of the Royal Court, you're forever part of the Tournament of Roses family. We are thrilled to have a couple of family members with us here tonight. As a matter of fact, I'm going to call them on stage right now. The 2019 court with their lovely, they're going to present the 2019, I'm going to start over, third time. They're going to present the 2019 court with their roses. That's what they're gonna do. I'm back now. Please welcome them on stage. Currently studying at California State University, Los Angeles, Cal State, LA, 2017 Princess, Maya Khan. Currently studying at UCLA, 2018 Princess, Alexandra Artura. And she just flew in from Seattle this afternoon. That is no lie. Our Rose Queen is going to be handing out bouquets as well to the tradition is prior queen, this year's queen. Currently studying at Seattle University, 2018 Rose Queen, Isabella Mares. So, you're studying. What are you studying? How's it going?
Currently, I'm studying healthcare administration at Cal State LA.
I love it. All right. What are you studying? How's it going?
I'm currently in my first year at UCLA, and I'm studying biology.
Nice. That's so hard. All right. How's it going? What are you studying?
It's good. I'm currently on a pre-law track deciding between sociology or political affairs.
What would you do with something like that?
Be either an immigration lawyer or a civil rights lawyer.
Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause, please, for these amazing young women. Princess Maya Khan, Princess Alexandra Artura, and Queen Isabella Mares. Ladies, thank you so much. All right. I feel like, you know, like when you see a comedian and he walks around the stage and sometimes they start sweating, they get a little sweat towel. That's me right now. That's me right now. I got jokes, right? Here we go. One of the most fun and surprising elements of being on the royal court is how quickly, basically, a bond forms. You can see it already, the deep love these women are going to have for each other. Before October 1st, they were 7 strangers. But after these last few weeks of training, fittings, lessons, and a weekend trip to Solvang, you can just tell how close they've become in a very short period of time. They have a number of appearances and great adventures ahead of them. As a matter of fact, the number of appearances is really staggering. And I can tell you, just by spending a few hours with them today, this court is tight. They are a tight group of young women. Don't believe me? Take a look at this video.
People say I'm small, but I don't care. People criticize me, but then I dare not return a stare and make them smile right back at me. It's not about my soul that limits me. It's what's inside that you don't see. It brings me hope and makes me happy. So don't hold back the light in you. It's something everyone can do. So let it shine on through. Because it's what's inside of you. Let your heart tell the truth. You bring your best and the rest will follow. Pretend that you don't really care and then don't be so scared. Just have some courage and you'll find a way to what's inside of you. What's inside of you. It's not about the makeup, shoes, or hair, the glitter, glam, or crown I wear. It's deep inside, you'll see just who I really am. And if you're ever feeling down and blue, share the good you got, it's what we do. To turn the mood, it makes us happy. So don't hold back the light in you. It's something everyone can do. So let it shine on through. Because it's what's inside of you. Let your heart tell the truth. You bring your best and the rest will follow. Pretend that you don't really care and then don't be so scared. Just have some courage and you'll find a way to what's inside of you. So when I fall, then sure I will. Into the dark, just lift me up up and help me feel. It's love that makes us heal. And that's what's inside of you. Let your heart tell the truth. You bring your best and the rest will follow. Pretend that you don't really care, and then don't be so scared. Just have some courage and you'll find a way. Because it's what's inside of you. Let your heart tell the truth. You bring your best and the rest will follow. Pretend that you don't really care, and then don't be so scared. Just have some courage and you'll find a way to show people just how they can change when they see what's inside of you.
All right, we can't have a theme called Melody of Life without some music. First, please help me thank the PCC Jazz Quartet who played during the pre-reception out right there in the courtyard of the Playhouse. And as our Queen and Court continue to get ready for the official coronation, which is coming up, we have a special performance for you tonight. Please put your hands together. You're in for a real treat, led by the very talented Adam A.J. Jackson of Full Spectrum Music. Please put your hands together for Ambiance.
Right, that was Mr. Mark Cargill. Mr. Mark Cargill. The melody of life. Sometimes in life there's a song and it touches your heart. And so sometimes you have a dance in your heart. Continue to dance in your hearts. May I have this dance? Will you spend your life in my arms? As the room spins around, my world turns upside down. With a lie, though we're bound, I never let anything quite so sweet go so deep. Come, we'll dance in our hearts and let our love lead the way all our lives through. We can dance through our dreams as they come true. Every step I take brings me that much closer to you. Soul to soul, heart to heart, in the light, through the dark. No, we'll never part. We'll keep proving how moving life can be endlessly. Come, we'll dance in our hearts and let our love lead the way all our lives through. We can dance through our dreams as they come true. Your eyes are all that I see as your light pours over me. We're taking flight, so just hold me tight. Come, we'll dance in our hearts and let our love lead the way all our lives through. We can dance to our dreams as they come true. We'll dance in our hearts and let our love lead the way all our lives through. We can dance to our dreams as they come true. As they come true, yes. We'll dance in our hearts. Thank you so much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Miss Nita Whitaker.
Hello, Pasadena. I remember high school. I'm so proud of all of these beautiful young ladies who have vied for this crown. They were all winners, yes? Every one of them. And everything that any of us will ever do begins with a dream. So I'd like to sing that song and give it to all of you. May you continue dreaming. To dream the impossible dream to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, then my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one girl torn and covered with scars still strove with her last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable I've got to reach my star, and the world will be better for this sake, that one girl torn and covered with scars still strove with her last ounce of courage to
I'm going to sing too. I'm going to spare you that. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Ambiance. That was, come on out here. That was Mark Cargill on violin, crushing it. On Give It Up, Got to Give It Up, Adam A.J. Jackson beautifully serenaded us with Dance in Our Hearts. And the incredible Nita Whitaker, who just brought down the house with The Impossible Dream. That was phenomenal. Well done. All right. Hashtags, for those of you who use social media. Rose Parade, hashtag Rose Parade, hashtag the melody of life. Those are the two hashtags you want to use when you're sharing all these pictures that you've been taking. All right, and now, the moment we've all been waiting for. You heard their dads in the Royal Court videos earlier. Now it's time to actually see them in person as they escort their daughters. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the 2019 Royal Court. Princess Helen Suzanne Rossi, escorted by her father, Philip Rossi. Once again, Rose Princess Helen Susan Rossi, escorted by her father, Philip Rossi. Princess Ashley Simone Hackett, escorted by her father, Alvin Hackett. Once again, Princess Ashley Simone Hackett and her father, Alvin Hackett. Princess Rucha Kadam, escorted by her father, Shailesh Kadam. Once again, Princess Rucha Kadam and her father, Shailesh Kadam. Princess Sherry Jure Ma, escorted by her father, Alex Luke. Once again, Princess Sherry Jure Ma and her father, Alex Luke. Princess Lauren Michelle Bidalin, escorted by her father, Nick Bidalin. Once again, that was Lauren Michelle Bidalin and her father. Princess Michaela Sue McElrath, escorted by her father, Matthew McElrath. Once again, Princess Michaela Sue McElrath and her father, Matthew McElrath. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our Rose Queen. Queen Louise Desser Siskel, escorted by her father, Charlie Siskel. Once again, Queen Louise Desser Siskel, escorted by her father, Charlie Siskel. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our proud fathers, all 7 of them. Gentlemen, you may leave the stage. And now, to perform the traditional coronation of the Rose Queen, please welcome back Tournament of Roses President Gerald Freeney.
Thank you, Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, from Nicole of Beverly Hills, please welcome Mr. John Connors. Sit there. Thank you, John. Sorry about that. Queen Louise, as president of the Tournament of Roses, it is my privilege and honor to crown you as the 101st Rose Queen and to reign as the Rose Queen for the coming year. Thank you. Hold it. Hold it. Ladies and gentlemen, Queen Louise Siskel. And now the Queen's Oath. I received this crown
I received this crown
as a symbol of being selected
as a symbol of being selected
by the Tournament of Roses
by the Tournament of Roses
as the 101st Rose Queen.
as the 101st Rose Queen.
I acknowledge the significance
I acknowledge the significance
of becoming a Rose Queen
of becoming a Rose Queen
and will respect and celebrate
and will respect and celebrate
the history and traditions
the history and traditions
of the 100 Rose Queens who have come before me.
of the 100 Rose Queens who have come before me.
And I accept that responsibility
And I accept that responsibility
on behalf of the 2019 Royal Court.
on behalf of the 2019 Royal Court.
We accept the honor
We accept the honor
of ambassadors for the Tournament of Roses
of ambassadors for the Tournament of Roses
and commit to carry out our duties
and commit to carry out our duties
with passion,
with passion,
dignity,
dignity,
and grace.
and grace.
We promise
We promise
to enrich the lives
to enrich the lives
of the people and organizations
of the people and organizations
with whom we meet.
with whom we meet.
This is our solemn pledge.
This is our solemn pledge.
Congratulations. You look so beautiful. You look gorgeous. You're welcome. Yeah, no problem. Queen Louise, to reign over the 130th Rose Parade and the 105th Rose Bowl game, I now officially proclaim you the 101st Rose Queen. I messed up his name.
Gentlemen, we are proud to present to you Queen Louise and her royal court. On behalf of the Pasadena Tournament of Roses Association, President Gerald Freeney, Queen Louise, and the 2019 Royal Court, we would like to thank you once again for joining us tonight for this very special presentation. We're going to see you all on January 1st at the 130th Rose Parade presented by Honda and the 105th Rose Bowl game presented by Northwestern Mutual. I have an early call tomorrow. I'll be up at 1:30 on the lot in Hollywood at 3 a.m. I'm not kidding, on the air at 4 a.m., so I'm going to get out of here pretty fast. But please turn into KTLA 5 Morning News tomorrow at 8 a.m. for a live interview with Queen Louise. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 101st Rose Queen Coronation Ceremony at the historic Pasadena Playhouse.